What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascend. I have DSYNC Destra network up on the screen, the 1 week price chart, and it looks like this thing has gotten smashed up until this point. That line right there, that October 10th week is when we finally broke down from that line, and it's pretty much been down ever since, much like most of the market, but it did drop another 85%. Ooh, tough. But here's the thing about Destra. It's only $40 million market cap. All right, those coins come back quick, man. And I'm telling you, this level here, that 1010 level, that's going to get taken back relatively quickly. You look off the floor here in those 2 weeks, this thing bounced up 4.5x just in 2 weeks off the floor there, right? So it's taking it back. Is it moving a little slow? Yeah, but the whole market is right now. So you pull that down and you can see we haven't even taken back 23% of this whole drop. So Destra is perfectly fine for the time being. Again, I think we hit this 8.6 cent level, about another 2x from where we're at, pretty quick. I think across the board, we're going to start seeing alts take the 1010 drop back. So making its way through the waves on the weekly too, going from low to high. Love to see that, getting a little bit of bullish cross there on the MACD. But look, this thing was zeroed out for months, 2 months that was zeroed out in there, and it popped back up. So nothing wrong there. And with DSYNC, guys, there's not a ton of data. So if we're looking for Altseason targets, you know, we're going to have to get a little cheeky here with how we do it. First way is we drew the fibs over the whole range. All right, right there. The other thing I want to do is I want to take it from this high back in May. I want to draw that down. I want to look for confluence. Sure enough, a full extension of that on Destra gets me right up here to like 87 cents. All right, for me, that's going to be a primary for me on DSYNC. All right, let's make that guy green. Bam. This guy is going to be our secondary. That can be green as well. Now, there are still a lot of other areas in here that this stuff can get stopped out. You see that there's even potential for a double top here based on the 2618 of this range and that former all-time high. So for me, that's going to be my conservative target up there for Destra. Across the board right now on alts, we're looking at like 10 to 20x returns. Again, this is a lower market cap, so there are some outliers. This could go a little higher than that. This conservative view right here, which would be a double top for Destra, you're looking at like a 12x at the conservative point. Full extension of this range, we're looking at a 20x. So anything in here suffices that 10 to 20. This blow off, I mean, that would be nutty if that thing got going, right? But at the same time, it would still only be, the market cap would be under 5 billion at that point. So not too insane. This is an AI coin, and I do think AI is going to have a big narrative here. So we're calling that a blow off. By no means is that going to be my primary, but it is still within the realm of possibility. The other thing too is if we take a trend line here, let's see, and we try to connect as many of those tops as we can. I got that top, this top, that top, that top. Well, you see there is an intersection up here around that 230 level for a blow off. So will we get it? Gonna have to wait and see, guys. We can't control how hard these things go. All we can do is pick high probability zones and take profits when it makes sense. And all of that ties back to the macro, guys. Check out in my bio, I have, where is it? Right here. Join the Quantum Circle, real-time trades, access to my portfolio, 2 macro videos a day, a Discord, and I teach you how to do TA. Like I said, link in the bio. If not, thank you guys so much for being here. If you could follow, like, repost. I want to get this out to as many people as I can before it's too late. So hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, and I will catch you in the next one.